Ante one and all. We have to discuss about the Unit 1 Basics of Mechanisms. In Basics of Mechanism is a one of the unit for kinematics of machinery. In kinematics of machinery, we have to study 5 units. In Unit 1 Basics of Mechanisms, in Basics of Mechanisms, the following titles have been studied. First one, classification of mechanisms and basic kinematic concepts and definitions, degree of freedom mobility, next Kutzbach criterion and Krebler criterion, Krasov's law, kinematic inversions of 4-bar chain and slider crank chains, and limit positions, mechanical advantage, transmission angle, description of some common mechanisms. Example for Crittenden mechanism, straight line generators, unusual joint, rocker mechanisms. Next, definition of kinematics. In kinematics is a branch of theory of machines or mechanics of machines. In mechanics of machines, it is the one of the subject for automobile engineering students, which deals with the study of relative motion between the varied parts of the machines without reference to the forces causing a body to move. Thus, the kinematic is a study of geometry of motions. In an example for displacements, velocity, and acceleration of machine parts. Next, kinematic link or element. In kinematic of link, each part of a machine which moves relative to some other part is known as kinematic link or element. A link may consist of several parts which are rigidly fastened together so that they do not move relative to one another. In figure 1, there have the some one machines and piston. The parts of the machine is piston rod and a crosshead constitute one link. Connecting rod with a big and a small end bearing constitute a second link. Crankshaft and flywheel. A third link and the cylinder. Engine frame and main bearings a fourth link. This is the diagram for the kinematic link or elements. Next, types of links. In order to transmit motion, the driver and the follower may be connected by the following 3 types of links. First one, rigid link. A rigid link is one which does not undergo any deformation while transmitting motion. Strictly speaking, rigid links do not exist. However, as the deformation of a connecting rod, crank, etc. of a reciprocating steam engine is not appreciable, that can be considered as a rigid links. Flexible link. A flexible link is one which is partly deformed in a manner not to affect the transmission of motion. For example, belt, ropes, chains, and wires are flexible links and transmit tensile forces only. Third one is the fluid. Third one is a fluid link. A fluid link is one which is formed by having a fluid in a receptacle and the motion is transmitted through the fluid by pressure or compression only, as in the case of hydraulic presses, jacks, and brakes. Next, structure. It is an assemblage of a number of resistant bodies known as members have no relative motions between them, and mean for carrying loads having straining actions. A railway bridge, a roof truss, machine frames, etc. are the examples of a structures. Difference between a machine and structures. The following differences between a machine and structures are important from subject for the subject point of view. First one, the part of a machine move relative to one another, whereas the members of a structure do not move relative to one another. Second, a machine transforms the available energy into some useful work, whereas in a structure no energy is transmitted into useful work. Third one, the link of a machine may transmit both power and motion, while the members of a structure transmit forces only. Next, kinematic part. It is an important one for kinematics of machinery. The two links or elements of a machine, when in contact with each other, are said to form a pair if the relative motions between them is completely or successfully constrained. That is, in a definite direction, the pair is known as kinematic pair. Types of constrained motions. Following are the three types of constrained motions. First one is a completely constrained motion. When the motion between a pair is limited to a definite direction, irrespective of the direction of force applied, then the motion is said to be a completely constrained motion. For example, piston and cylinder in steam engine form a pair and the motion of the motion is limited to a definite direction. That is, it will only reciprocate relative to the cylinder irrespective of the direction of motion of the crank. The motion of a square bar in a square hole as shown in figure 2 and the motion of a shaft with collars at each end in a circular hole as shown in figure 3 are also examples of completely constrained motions. These are completely constrained motions. Next, incomplete constrained motions. When the motion between a pair can take place in more than one direction, then the motion is called an incompletely constrained motion. Here it may either rotate or slide in whole. These both motions have no relationship with the others. Third one is a successfully constrained motion. When the motion between the elements forming a pair is such that the constrained motion is not completed by itself but by some other means, then the motion is said to be successfully constrained motion. The load is placed on the shaft to prevent axial upward movement of the shafts. The footstep bearing or load is seated inside of the footstep bearing, the shaft. The IC engine valve and the piston reciprocating inside an engine cylinder. Next, link or element. It is the name given to anybody which has motion relative to another. All materials have some elasticity. Example, materials. All material means in metals, non-metals, ferrous metals, non-ferrous metals. They have some elasticity. Yeah, rigid link is one whose deformation are so small that they can be neglected in the determining the motion parameters of the link. First one, binary link which is connected to other links at 2 points in figure A. And next, ternary. This is a figure 8. Next, ternary link which is connected to other links at the 3 points. And the third one, quaternary link which is connected to other link at 4 points. Next, degree of freedom, the main important one. It is the number of independent coordinates required to describe the position of a body in space. A free body in space, figure 1.0, can have 6 degree of freedom. That is linear positions along x, y and z axis and rotational angular positions with respect to x, y and z axis. In a kinematic pair, depending on the constraints imposed on the motion, the link may lose some of the 6 degree of freedom. Next, classification of kinematics of pair. According to the types of relative motions between the elements, a sliding pair. First one, when the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one can only slide relative to the other, the pair is known as a sliding pair. Piston cylinder, the piston and the cylinder cross-head and gates of a reciprocating steam engine ram and its gates in shaper tailstock on the lathe bed, etc. are the example of a sliding pair. A little consideration will show that that a sliding pair has a completely considered motions. Next, turning pair. When the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one can only turn on in revolve about a fixed axis of another link. The pair is known as a turning pair. Spherical pair. Next one. When the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one element turns on swivels about the other fixed elements, the pair formed is called a spherical pair. The ball and socket joint attachment of a car, mirror, pen stand, etc. are the examples of a spherical pair. Next, a rolling pair. When the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one rolls over another fixed link, the pair is known as a rolling pair. Ball and roller bearings are examples of a rolling pairs. Next, a screw pair. When the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one element can turn about the other by screw threads, the pair is known as screw pair. We are using the bolt and nuts is one of the best example. Lead screw in lathe beds also best example for screw pair. According to the type of contact between the elements, lower pair, higher pair is there. Lower pair when two elements of a pair have a surface contact, when the relative motion takes place on the surface of one element slides over the surface of the other, the pair formed is known as lower pair. It will be seen that sliding pairs, turning pairs and screw pairs form lower pair. Next, higher pair when the two elements of a pair have a line or point contact. When relative motion takes place and the motion between the two elements is partially turning and the partly sliding, then the pair is known as higher pair. A pair is friction disc, toothed gearings, belt, rope, drives, ball and roller bearings and cam and follower are the example of the higher pairs.